Hey, good afternoon. And it is actually a really good afternoon. Check this out. Focus. We're going to be patient. There we go. So we're starting to get some blue up there. It's pretty windy, strong winds out of the west, but it's currently 61 degrees outside. So we're about 50 degrees warmer today than 1 year ago today. I'm guessing, unless February started to warm up last year, which I certainly don't remember it doing. There's no snow. The all-night soaker last night cleaned all the roads off, although it's a little wet. If it were to dry out, it would be a good candidate M5 day to get it out and stretch its legs a little bit. So I don't know, we'll have to keep track on that. I may end up going and visiting grandparents, in which case I'll be out for too long, but there's still puddles at the end of my driveway. It would take a while for it to dry out. So I think first order of business today, well, I had some toast. Second order of business today, I'm gonna take the 330 and get it washed. It is filthy, it's warm enough. I don't think there's much snow in the forecast, although it is about to get really cold again for a couple days. And then I think back up into the 40s. Do a little audit here, so it's 59 according to this. Windy, sunny, I mean still above 40 until 10 o'clock. Okay, looks like we do have snow Monday through Wednesday next week. Lows down. I saw a low, yeah, there's a 12 down there, so that sucks, but after that, I think it is supposed to get back up in the 40s. 40, 44 on, 43 on Saturday, but ironically, 59 on, oh come on, 59 on Hudson, 52 in San Diego, 48 in Francisco, 54 in LA, so it's warmer here. It's also 3 hours ahead here. But I'm gonna go put the 330 through the touch-free and we'll go from there.
It's right no youth up to riches. We could have be a clown man, climb over ditches without education. Around the world, them know about Jamaican.
That's awful close. Let's try that again. All right, so we peaked at 64. We're reading 62 degrees now. I got the windows down because I can, so I'm not gonna yell at you here too long, and I can't flip the camera around because you wouldn't hear me. Today's February 3rd, which I am just realizing is this car's birthday. This car was produced February 3rd, 2000, so sweet 16, and it gets to go out and drive.
Make it out of that town where nothing ever happened. It's no secret that the both of us.
Hi, Cannon. Okay, so we're gonna be on the big Cannon here for a moment. So I drove this car 45 miles today. It was great to get out and stretch its legs a little bit. Started right off the bat, 3 seconds of Vanos clatter, that went away. 51 PSI on all the tires, so it kind of drives like a truck, and I'm going to adjust that now. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to make sure they're good before it sits for a while now. I just spent the last 2 freaking hours cleaning up after the mess. Roads were still dusty, and there was construction where I drove it, so it got really dusty in the back, and there was some mud. So all of that has been immaculately detailed again, and she's pretty still. We got Z6 and wheels and tires and the floor mat that I sat in and the glass, and you know how anal I get with this. So it's clean again, back on the plastic. It's gonna be 11 degrees in a couple days, snow tonight. It's still 60 degrees right now, but put that back together. Now I have cleaned the back since I drove it, but it looked like that right after I drove it. There was no carbon today. I don't get it. You know, I let it warm up, and then this car revved plenty today. It was pushed a little bit, and there's no carbon on the back. So I'm not sure how that worked. Maybe it caught on that the engine's about to get pulled out of it in a month or two, and it's trying to be good for me now, but it was clean. So that was nice. But it's plugged in again. I'm gonna throw the cover back on, which is too bad because it looks really good sitting here in the light. It's a really shiny. Like you can see the body lines of the Honda. You can see the Honda wheel up there. This looks really clean. But I drove it over to Lyric today. Stopped and checked in. The block and heads are gonna be another 2 weeks before they come back. The Vanos is back. They did the full Vanos rebuild on each solenoid on each side, and they did the splines. They machined the gears down. So it'll pretty much be like a new Vanos, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna throw the cover on now and hopefully be able to be out here in about a month taking it in to have a different engine put in. Talk about peaceful and relaxing. Look at that. Recorded by Apple for the Apple TV 4. We got the Transamerica Pyramid and the Oakland Bay Bridge. Only negative thing about that city is Chase Center Arena, home of the Golden State Warriors, is on the other end of that bridge. Anyways, it is after 1 o'clock in the morning. The best time of the day to put on some smooth jazz, eat some gingerbread men Milano cookies, and have a glass of milk. That is what a Wednesday night is. No, it was a good day. It was, as I've mentioned all day, really warm today, and the sun came out and the roads were clean, so we took the M5 out on its birthday, actually, in February. I haven't driven that car in February for 2 years now. And I believe 2 years ago is when I retrofitted Sirius XM auxiliary input and the BM53 radio module. I remember doing that in the garage. I did a huge video on it. It was freaking cold. This year was quite an upgrade from that. There's beautiful Coit Tower on the top of this mound on the east side of the city. So took the car out today for 45 miles, brought it home, cleaned it up, put the cover back on it, plugged it in again, did the wheels and cleaned the tires off. I think I mentioned the Vanos is back from Dr. Vanos, block and heads 2 weeks. So they want a week to put it back together when those parts return. Should that go well, we're looking at an engine ready to be installed in the car in early March, the first week of March. If that's the case, it's all going to be weather dependent when I can get it in there and drop it off. I would love to get it in there the same week they finish the engine, drop it off. They got a lot of work to do on that thing. They got to pull the old engine out, they got to drop the exhaust, the driveline, the transmission, the differential, rebuild the driveline, install the engine, power, I mean just the amount of accessories that have to be taken apart and put back together when you change the engine. And then while the driveline's out, I'm having them replace both of the parking brake cables, which they've said that they're doing free of charge, so that is nice. One of them snapped, so it only works on one side, but I have yet to encounter a grade where the existing one half of the functioning parking brake will not hold the car. So it works fine, but while it's out, that's the time to do it because it lives up on top of the transmission tunnel behind the heat shielding, which is already down. So I might as well do that. Yes, they're doing the motor mounts. People keep asking me that. So it's exciting, and I'm sure they're going to find a couple other little things that should be done during the process, but we'll take care of those as they arrive. And then they want the car for a month. I don't think it'll take a month. They've told me that, so I'm not in there. Well, he told me today, come in anytime. They're very open about it, which I like. They like me taking pictures and stuff, and they know very much that this is a public, very public build that they're doing, and they realize the importance of not screwing this up because it's all over YouTube, it's all over the Facebook owners group and these videos, and it's all over the place. So if they screwed up big, lots of people are going to know about it. So hopefully that's good for me. So it's 1:30, I'm going to go up and shower, get things ready for tomorrow. I'm going to knock my class out from 11 to 12:15. I'm going to come home, do another academic audit, see what is remaining due before the end of the week. I will hit that tomorrow, get that done, hopefully, and then chill the rest of the day. And then I'm not totally sure what's up this weekend yet. So that is the update for today. It was a good day. We got to drive the car and it was fun. Though I did drive very rough with 51 PSI in all 4 tires, as I think I mentioned. But I'm going to finish my jazz and my milk and go to bed like an old man and sleep like a baby. And we'll speak tomorrow on Thursday. Good night.